Alright everyone, we have AlexJR versus Warlock. This is the first game. They both banned each other's Guildsworn decks. And I believe Warlock is recording his own games. But I happen to just wake up, which this is my I just woke up voice. So AlexJR is running Dagoth, Warlock is running Sorcerer. I have looked at their decks, but as I just woke up, I can't remember exactly what they've got in it. And I do have to mention that I've never seen AlexJR play at all. Although I will say he has a lot of premiums. So this may be someone who plays a lot. And I believe Warlock won the last tournament that I was helping with Shward. So I know Warlock is going to be a very, tough opponent, just in general. So, Alex may have his work cut out for him, and it seems like Warlock is running more of a mid-range kind of deck here, whereas Alex is just kind of possibly going full-blown aggro. I mean, with a card like Blighted Elite, that seems to be the case. And this Shrieking Harpy probably really annoying Alex, and we can get a good look at what Warlock had. I saw a Bone Colossus in there. Very interesting. This might be like some kind of possibly self-silence.
Read my ribs.
This really isn't a good this is really not a good pick at all. Especially the Necron Mastermind in a Dagoth. That's really not going to do too much. There's not really a whole lot of
watch yourself now.
I think last gasp abilities that this is going to get off, at least in this kind of deck, I would imagine.
We draw power.
He probably just picked it for the body because he knows that this would be something really slow for Warlock to play. Warlock probably is never going to play the College of Winterhold at all. And, both players really haven't hit each other for a lot of damage. They're really, kind of what I would assume. They're kind of trying to go in with, a good board state before they really start hitting each other. Which, I think that's valid.
Or come to die.
This Hannah Dagoth definitely going to get hit by Shadowfen Priest. I would imagine. That would be the most logical thing for Warlock to play. But he does not do that. He does clunk up Alex's hand quite a bit. Although, really, there isn't too much that Alex was going to be able to play anyway. Outside of the Blighted Elite and the Ankle Snapper. Those were and Cloak possibly being thrown in there somewhere. Minus one of these cards. He's probably thinking what the best options are for him at the moment.
They won't be expecting this.
And I agree with that. That's it's not the best body,
Should help.
but it's a body.
Careful there, friend.
The ward is kind of a big deal for Alex right now. But he does have a pretty decent health lead. Ooh. Very clutch lightning bolt for Warlock. I would say Alex is kind of falling a little bit behind. Now this might be the point where Warlock really starts kind of coming down on him.
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
Because I mean, they are neck and neck, but Warlock's just got a really huge board at the moment. And really, Alex should play the Withered Hand Cultist. He might not realize that he has to. Well, he really probably doesn't, because, you know, he doesn't know that Warlock has the lightning bolt in his hand. And that lightning bolt, you know, he can clear the lane, or clear the field as much as he wants, but that lightning bolt might be just enough to finish off Alex. I'm trying to take a look here too. You can tell he's taking a while. He's like really thinking, okay, that's a ton of damage. Come in right for my face. What is the best way for me to, you know, deal with it? Which I really am beginning to think that there really is not a way to deal with it.
My thoughts are quicker than your knees.
Alright, yeah, the silence is necessary. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Warlock does have it with the lightning bolt. Like, as clunky of a hand as
Don't
this is,
underestimate me.
he's got all the options.
I will have your head.
And, yep, doesn't get a good prophecy, so Warlock is able to finish him off with a lightning bolt. Alright, we got game 2. Warlock won the last one with the Sorcerer, so he's still on that. And AlexJR has switched over to his Telvanni list. Now, again, I am saying, you know, again, I just woke up. So I cannot remember at all what kind of Telvanni list this is. Based off what I'm seeing here, it's very slow. You got the Thorn Hiss Mages, got a Mana Marco, and a Territorial Viper. All things you maybe want to put back, but Alex decides not to. Didn't get, okay, another Scout's Report. I mean, might as well keep it, right? You get to cycle through your deck a little more.
I'll scout ahead.
And yeah, Skintown will do something here, more than likely. Although, you know, when we look ahead a little bit, Warlock already has a negation to deal with that. And Warlock is, I believe, the kind of player to just kind of, you know, go face if you can. So the negation is probably going to allow him to do that. And with that, Alex picks a Black Hat Messenger. That health gain, you know, could be a
I keep a
pretty big
spare
deal.
blade in my boot.
And you could Viper something, but it's not really
Feel the power.
the best use, I would say. because Warlock is just getting like all the good, you know, the Beastie Boys. Got the Bleak Coast Troll, the Young Mammoth, the Haunting Spirits, all those just purple, you know, big guys that deal a ton of damage and are kind of hard to remove. And yeah, this is just a really clunky hand. And you know, you can do that, but stop like what, 10 damage. It's not quite the best, but it's something. Gets another Young Mammoth, which is really scary. I mean, like, on turn 6, Warlock already has lethal on the board, and Alex just really does not have a whole lot to deal with it, like, at all. Although I will say, the Viper can take out the Young Mammoth, and then you hit face a couple times, and Channeled Storm is able to take out the Bleak Coast Troll. Although that's still 7 damage, which is quite a bit. And this is probably what Alex is thinking about right now. So this is the route that he's deciding to go. I mean, it gains him a little bit of health, so I'm, you know, not surprised. Now, if Alex is able to stabilize here, then Warlock will be in a bad position. But I think Warlock probably has this one locked in. It doesn't really seem like there is a whole lot with this hand, at least, that Alex can do. If he draws like a Ice Storm or something, if he's running that, that'd be really good. Sorry guys, I'm just admiring all these premiums. You know, I'm surprised he has a premium default Lonith and not just the alternate art.
Behold my brilliance.
Okay, so he makes the troll a lot harder to kill. And we probably will see a Kroll Fire Bloom. I mean, it's gonna take something out. But I'm trying to think, like, what else can you play? Okay, so Hatcher Meddler gets the buff, which is probably the worst one for Alex to have triggered. He's already gone through all his ring charges. The unfortunate thing too is that Warlock has just been sitting on this negation. So even if he puts up, you know, like Bone Weaver or some other guard with Necromancer, Warlock can just silence it and get rid of it.
Khajiit is going to enjoy.
Okay, I like this. So Warlock still has 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. The Bone Colossus doesn't quite get him there, but that's still a really good pull. And Warlock may silence the guard and just get all the damage in, and then, you know, create a really big board that will be hard for Alex to deal with. Because really the only thing that can save Alex at this point is an Ice Storm. Like, if I was Alex, I'd be praying for that right now. He's gonna get him down to 1 health. I did my math wrong. I thought he'd have enough for negation and bone colossus. So his board won't be, you know, quite as spooky as I thought it would be. Alright, so we'll probably see. I mean, the Ice Storm is now here, but now these guys are just too big for that. And, you know, he does have 9 Magicka. So actually, you know, what could happen is you do a Viper on one of these, and then you do, or I always have trouble saying this, Odurnerin the other ones, or one of the other ones, and, you know, the board is then mostly clear. Maybe by then you could say he's stabilized at least a little bit.
Rise, my servant.
Like, that's got to be what's gonna go on next, right? Yeah. Oh man, I did my math wrong again. Okay, but Channel Storm does get rid of that very nicely. And on this next turn, a Ice Storm is really gonna help Alex here. Plus the Prophecy. Now I think we could see either one of these. I will be very impressed if Alex can kind of come back from this one. I mean, it's looking like it's going to be really hard at this point. And I think actually the Wrath of Sithis both making this hand now extremely clunky. I was going to say, because you could do, you know, the amulet and then Ice Storm, and you get a little bit of health. It maybe puts you out of range, but now that's just not an option. You know, I like that a lot. Really puts some, you know, out of range. That was like an awkward play. But, you know, it worked. It got him just outside of lethal range. Now, I don't think there really is a card that Lana's can search for. Okay, yeah, and Alex calls it. He knows that there's really not much he can do. Alright, we're on game 3. Alex is now going with his Empire of Cyrodiil deck. And of course, Warlock has not lost with the Sorcerer list, so he's still on that one. A lot of these first rounds have been either, like mine was a 3-0, the one with my wife, and I believe Eros Gods, that was another 3-0. A lot of them have either been like that, or they've been very close with K Fluffy and Night Dark Wolf. That was a 2-3, and they both had very close games, every single one of them.
I'm ready for anything.
And so was Yum Yum and Zeus Gods.
I smell the stench of the living.
Which, that one I did miss. Was not fully awake yet. That one happened about an hour ago. And did miss that one. Was not up for it. Now this list is looking maybe more like token based. So this could be better for Alex here, because he really has been struggling to have enough board presence, I would say. Sorry, excuse me. Might be coming down with something. You guys might be watching me like get progressively worse as the tournament goes on. I think the Haunting Spirit is probably the best play. I mean, I would imagine it would have to be. And I probably would play it in the Shadow Lane, because then the next turn you can bring out the Wily Kiva and then the Pit Lion. And then that represents a lot of damage right there. Man, we have not seen the Bone Daddy yet. Well, I guess we kind of did in the last game. I would definitely bring out the Pit Lion here after playing the Wily Kiva, because, you know, Warlock may just trade the Haunting Spirits together, and really either one of these getting buffed or punishment. Oh, well, that doesn't change anything on this side of the board. But he does have Shadowfen Priest, which is a pretty big deal. Alright, Alex goes for the card draw option, and I would probably also bring out the Haunting Spirit. See, man, and Warlock has just another Shadowfen Priest.
You cannot hide.
Okay, so the Gatekeeper makes things quite awkward for Alex here.
Have business with House Halalu.
Actually, the Kroll Firebloom is kind of a huge pickup right now. Because you could hit the Haunting Spirit into this. Or maybe you do it before. Okay, it does hit the one that he wanted. And the buff goes exactly where he wanted it. So that's a pretty huge turn there. So on Warlock's end, we'll probably see a Shadowfen Priest come down. Okay, no, we see Bone Colossus. Now Alex might be... Well, Empire Oathman's, I would say, decent right now. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, Alex could get him down to like just a few health points, which, if you're in Alex's position, he's probably thinking like, ah, man, you know, if I lose this one, then I'm out. I might as well go big with the damage. So, you know, that's not outside the realm of possibility. I could see him doing that. And maybe playing the Corner Club Gambler is actually a smart thing to do, because, like, think about it. So that's card draw, right?
Care to make a friendly?
And if Warlock puts like the lightning bolt towards it, or like the Shadowfen Priest, that's one of these guys that's not getting hit by it. So we definitely could see a Warlock get a very clean 3-0 swept from under his feet. Trying to think, what can... Okay, Warlock calls it. Okay, Warlock has switched over to his Dagoth list. Now, I believe Warlock's Dagoth list was pretty mid-range, and it looks like I may have been wrong about Alex's Empire, or this is just a really clunky hand. One of the two. And I did actually look at AlexJR. He's currently number 51 legend. Warlock is number 64. So actually, you know, these are probably some very similarly matched players. Or at least, you know, they're at a similar skill level.
Care to make a friendly wager?
Which I would say seems pretty accurate. Warlock had a pretty strong lead in the first couple games. And I think the fact that Alex brought, you know, brought like a slow Telvanni, he brought this Empire list, which actually looks like it can compete with the kind of decks that Warlock likes to play. Usually when I've seen him in tournaments, it's usually pretty aggro, or at least mid-range, his playstyle is. So the fact that Alex is even able to like bring anything that's able to like kind of compete with it, I think that speaks to his skill level as well. And Alex has the ring again. Forgot to mention that. And usually a lot of these games seem to have been decided by who has a ring. Just like with K Fluffy and Night Darkwolf. And then even in my own games, I got the ring, I think, in every game. And it ended up mattering every time. Although I say that, and, and now Warlock is putting on a lot of damage. He's wisely staying out of this lane.
I'm ready for
So
anything.
Alex cannot gain any kind of health. I forgot to turn streamer mode on. Okay. Okay, so 9, 10, 11. Warlock does have it. He's got the cliff rate. Oh, actually, no, he doesn't, because he has to break to this guard first. Okay, who is going off on Discord?
Watch yourself now. I am the Queen Mother. Attend me.
Ah, it's A-Ross. We'll go to that one after this. Okay, so I missed, let's see. So Warlock throws down some guards with Queen Bear and Zaya. What else did he do? Is that all you played? Can't be. Okay, the Ward Crafter. That's what else there was. Okay. There we go. Hopefully that'll shut up Discord. It doesn't. Okay. I'm still gonna get the notifications even if Discord is closed.
Go no further.
My business is none of theirs.
Come. Do mine.
Yeah, the people with trappers, huge deal. I would say, yeah, you gotta put that on there. And that's gonna slow down Warlock quite a bit. Because otherwise, Warlock probably would have just gone for a crushing blow. This now makes it very awkward for Warlock to deal with. And he's like in that awkward range too, where like, you know, you have to crushing blow the Deep-Wood Trapper now to get rid of it. But now, you don't have enough magicka for the reach that you need. He is still going to gain a lot of health though. That might actually put him in a position to where he can like gain enough health to not die, possibly. Yeah, it looks like Warlock is really thinking hard about this one.
Careful there, friend. Everything is taken from me.
Okay, yeah, I think that was the best way to play it. Now, so Alex has to do 16 damage, and he does have it, barring like a lightning bolt coming up. That would be quite literally like the most unfortunate, you know, prophecy for Warlock to get. But yeah, I think if you trade in the Apprentice Necromancer, then you got 10 damage right there. 5, 8, got a Cliff Racer in hand.
Get out of my
sight! My business is none of theirs.
Okay, yeah, I like that a lot too. Alright, now our guys are 2 and 2. Okay, we're on our final game. Both opponents are now down to their last decks. And I also made sure to enable streamer mode so Discord won't be blowing up. So Warlock's last list seems to be a Halalu.
Silent as the grave.
And possibly a move Halalu. This is a really, really awkward hand. We're probably gonna see
I'll find you the finest recruits in soon.
a ring out to the Golden Initiate. Possibly.
Speak, citizen.
And AlexJR might have like such a fast start for this that Warlock may not be able to keep up.
Standing by.
Silent as
Probably
the
gonna see the
grave.
Brotherhood suspect come up. Or at least I was thinking that. I don't know why I said probably if it was already getting played.
Ita Ori.
Okay, yeah, the Hive Defender's a pretty big deal. Although the Penantus Oculatus agent is also kind of a big deal as well. It could really end up screwing with Warlock's plan. Now Alex might be thinking, which one is more annoying? The guard or the drain? I think in this case, it's definitely the guard. because you can get rid of that, and then you can trade something to get rid of the drain. And then, you know, if you play the agent over here, then you're defending these guys.
Standing by.
For the Emperor.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would have done. See, Monastic Champion is a good card if you're already kind of on the offensive. Warlock isn't, though. Okay, I think I like this. Then Shadow Shift. Probably gonna hit the other Brotherhood suspect, possibly. Okay, so he goes for the agent, and ooh, the Empire Oathman. That's a really good one.
Standing by.
Okay. Okay, a Piercing Javelin comes down, and you know, I don't think it's gonna be the most helpful thing, because I think Alex was gonna just play the Empire Oathman and beef up all the creatures anyway.
Imperial business.
Okay, wow. Alex came in swinging. Okay, so Defensive Bruma is good. So is Hive Defender. You could play the Hive Defender and then do Defensive Bruma, and that'll at least block a really huge chunk of the damage coming in. Yeah, Warlock is, you know, having to really think about it. You know, where do you put everything? Especially when you don't know, like, at all what's in your opponent's hand. Like, you can only guess.
I'm on your side.
Okay, so, ooh, the fervor. It's kind of a big deal there. But he still will, Warlock, I mean, will still have some defenses in the way, at least in the field lane, where I think it's probably a little more important to have. And we could see, you know, Warlock try to follow up with the Golden Initiate to start trying to gain some health. Yeah, I think if you're Alex, maybe you play the Fervor first, so this gets up to 3. And then you have 9 damage. And, like, that puts him down to literally 1 health. And you have to hope that they don't have any drain or anything. He's really thinking about it.
Chimera stand at the sky. Guide us.
Okay, so he decides to keep, like, as much of his damage on the board as possible. And I think what Warlock can do is now do a Crusader's Assault on this. Although the Dune Smuggler is actually
Must keep moving.
probably like the safest play that you can do. But you still have to kill something. Wild's Incarnate
Speak,
coming in
citizen.
just a bit too late.
Hoops up. Imperial business.
Okay. So we probably will end up seeing the Wild's Incarnate come down. But that might even... Well, no. He can gain health. He can gain quite a bit of health, actually. Yeah, this is like one of those really scary turns where like you have no idea what the last card your opponent has. Because for all Warlock knows, like that's just a javelin waiting for a guard or something. Which, luckily it isn't. But I'm more surprised that Warlock didn't take the opportunity to try to gain a little bit of health. That is pretty surprising to me.
You can trust me.
And yeah, Varen Aquilarios is kind of one of those really awkward cards. Like it's not doing much for Alex because he actually needs the card draw that this is gonna end up not letting him have. Because Alex just needs a little bit of damage to come in.
I will spare your house.
Another.
Ooh, that's actually kind of bad. Maybe. Okay, no. Okay, so he was planning on that happening.
We always play. This is the secret to success.
And Warlock is like, okay, so this is how you know Warlock is a good player because he's like got, I would say, somewhat limited options, and he's able to, you know, stave off Alex for like a few turns at a time. And we could even see him possibly like start coming back into it.
Another.
Bow to this provincial mission.
Standing by.
It certainly is coming down to it. Probably on
I
Clivia,
only need
I would guess.
Eater.
Okay, and Warlock is playing it really safe.
At the ready.
And that's probably gonna get a Crusader's Assault played on it, and that will probably be really what decides if Warlock is gonna win.
You will die.
Alright, what does Warlock get? He gets a Flare and another Mournful Trader. Yeah, I think we're gonna start seeing the game flip in a Warlock's favor here.
You can trust me. I will light the dragon fires, and all true emperors must.
Friendly wages.
Okay. I was gonna say maybe you could just get rid of Varen, but Alex here is probably thinking, alright, well he's about to hit me in the face now, and I'm gonna draw 2 cards as long as the Corner Club Gambler stays alive, which looks like she will.
Die, swift. One strike will be all that is needed.
Didn't see this coming, eh?
They missed their shot.
True peace, ferocity.
Ooh, another monastic champion. Alright, let's see what cards he draws. Ooh. And the Supreme Dragon is really what what screwed up Alex here. Because that was I mean, that was 10 damage. That's nothing to sneeze at. It actually still wouldn't have been enough. At least with you know, this board state. See, I think Alex is pretty much realized, like, alright, looks like I lost. Alright, he's getting rid of the biggest thing there, which, you know, fair enough. I was gonna say, maybe you hope that you know, this little girl here is gonna block all that damage, which she will. But now you're gonna have to hope that you get a really nice prophecy. That's like the only thing that's gonna save you, is if you get a jab. Really, like 2 of them. Has he
They
had one
missed
yet?
their shot.
It's not, you know, it is possible. Crazier things have happened.
True peace, ferocity.
Bleed from me.
Ooh, okay, so if he gets a there's a 0 cost item, right? I swear there is. Oh no, you can't. You can't, because you have to play her first, so you're not gonna get the 0 cost card. And the pit line is just, you know, awkward. Oh man, that's unfortunate. That's really the turn, you know, where what's in your hand kind of mattered. Although,
Have business with House.
I mean, it is important to note that he's gonna gain 5 health every time he breaks a rune, but I don't think it's gonna be enough.
One strike will be all that is needed. One strike will be all that is needed.
Okay, and Warlock takes it. Good games to you both, and very impressed by your decks, AlexJR. Good games to you as well.